But if the energy is there, if your creative juice is there, I always say this, gift it back to yourself. Your body, your mind is giving it to you. This is your momentum. Take the ride kindly, gently, gracefully. Do you want to stay grounded, less triggered, less annoyed, and mindful throughout your wedding process? Well then, welcome. You've come to the right place. Hi lovelies, welcome back to our channel, and I'm super excited to introduce to you a brand new series, The Little Book of Mindful Wedding Planning, Ebook Walkthrough. I have linked the ebook in the description below where you can grab your own copy. In this series, we'll explore and dive deep into each chapter. So, if you're getting married or is close to someone who is getting married, or is just altogether into mindfulness, then this series is for you. Join us every Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays as we journey through the little book of mindful wedding planning, chapter by chapter. Before we get on this week's chapter, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and ring the notification bell so you can never miss an episode. Together, we'll create moments of mindfulness amidst the demands of wedding planning. Hello, lovelies! Welcome back to Chapter 6, Schedule Wedding Planning Days. Let me read on. Time chunk it, baby. Set the vibe. Light up your favorite scented candle or diffuser. Put your favorite music on. Make your favorite drink using your best drinkware. Set on mood lighting. And put on your favorite fashionable outfit. Place that crystal on your desk to repel that bad energy. You do not believe in crystals? Easy. Put up a do not disturb sign. It's a productive day when you sit down with yourself, your partner, friends, or family, or whoever it is that's helping you plan your wedding, and just go through your list of tasks. That means that when you need to contact vendors and ask for quotes or book appointments, you can try and call them. And if they are busy, leave a message and write an email. Remember when I mentioned earlier how long it'll take you to review a contract? You can set an hour to review that contract and just make sure it fits that hour. I don't know. I'm trying to remember where I read it from, where it says that a task is going to be finished depending on how much time you give it. So if you sit down and like, today I'm going to do an hour of reviewing contracts, you can either read it so slowly and enjoy your time, or you can make sure that you kind of speed read in a sense that you're not losing the context of what you're reading, but then get done in an hour. So set the time chunk it, however it is sensible and kind to yourself. So don't overbook yourself as well, but time chunk it in a way that I deserve to get other things done. If I do this thing in an hour, I can probably relax for an extra 30 minutes today before I get on to my next task. And that's really great. Give yourself a break in between things, but time chunk it in a way that you also don't lose momentum. Once you start doing something, there's this rise of like urge in your body. The creative juices starts flowing. Now you got the vibe going. To help you time chunk better and to help you make sure that things are done in that time frame that you have set, you can also set another time before the time that you set to do the things to create scripts. So you can do in bullet forms the details about your wedding. Say your task for the next day is to call vendors and inquire. Already make a script ready. So when you start calling, okay, this is how many people I'm having. These are my dates. These are the colors. This is my budget. This is what's going to happen. I want this and I want that. So you have a checklist. So when the vendor asks you, oh yeah, when are you planning to get married? You have the answer right away. Oh, what colors? You have the answer right away. So when you have enough preparation, when you've already prepped for the task that you are doing, things just going to start rolling so much faster. And you're like in this flow. You have a vibe, you have the flow. You're not awkward on the phone. You know exactly what you're talking about. And then have another spreadsheet. Oh, this is the venue that I called. This is what they said. This is what they said. That's not the time to review everything. That time chunk that you gave yourself is just for calling. So once you get all that information, say, thank you. I'm going to review this with my partner. I'm going to reach out again to you if I have any more questions. Go on to the next one, and then go on to the next one, and then go on to the next one. However many you've set for yourself to call. When you time chunk, also remember, inquiring and deciding cannot be on the same day. It can be if you can handle it, but it's better to give space to major decision-making tasks. So today, I'm only going to inquire. Not the decision that I'm going to have to make today. I'm just going to look at things, sit on it, browse more inspirations out there. I'm going to read on. Side note, avoid scheduling big wedding planning decisions and topics when your plate is full from work or other personal matters you're dealing with. If applicable, don't book wedding appointments when you're experiencing PMS. Trust, this will save you tons of fixing, headache, and apologies. I'm just going to comment on that quickly. I don't know if it's just me, but there are so many times where I'm just like, I can't believe that I thought that this person was absolutely like horrendous, like absolutely rude, absolutely. And then like 2 days after, I got my period. Obviously, if you're a female getting your period, then yes, you can relate to what I'm saying. Because I would be just like, I hate, like, it's so annoying. I can't believe that. And then 2 days after, I'm like, they're absolutely fine. They're angels. They're like the nicest people I've ever met. And so now I also look at, remember I told you earlier where I do look at the month. I'm like, even photo shoots now, when I have photo shoots or when I have like a big meeting, when there's a major thing happening, a production, a photo shoot, whatever the case may be, I also look at my calendar and be just like, when is it that I'm gonna PMS? What are the days where I have the highest chance to PMS? Obviously, for tracking your period like I am, I know when those days are, and I seed cycle too, so I know when that cycle is gonna switch over. So I'm just like, not this week. And then the week where I'm just like, I know that that's like my best self week, I will schedule things where I can be more confident in front of people, where I am more confident with the way I look, the way I speak. I just position myself basically where I am at my best, so I can also show and give my best to the people, especially with clients and work and all that. But if I know I'm going to PMS, I am also trying to psych myself up. So I put that in my calendar. I'm just like, this week is going to be a little bit tricky. So watch your words. People are probably going to tell you things that you might take in a personal way, but it's not about you. You're just really going to have your period in the next 2-3 days. So just being aware of the simplest things. It might seem like, it doesn't matter. If you don't PMS, then that's great. I do. And I feel like too, if there's a big project coming up, I only want to focus on that one project because I know that I might sabotage myself and other people around me. It doesn't even have to be about the wedding itself, but the people around you that are also trying to help you. And maybe they just said a comment that just didn't sit well with you and they were just like, what's up? I always say that to you, but somehow they said it on the day where you're going to get your period in the next 2 days. It changes everything. So just be conscious about that. It might not be a major deal for everyone, but simple shifts like that and simple awareness, just being aware, today I had a major argument with my partner or whatever the case may be. Maybe I'll take a break tonight. We're not going to make any decisions tonight until we're back to our better state, more regulated state, because right now emotions are really high and this is not the time to make a decision. I'll read on. In your messages and emails, make sure you share with them which days you have scheduled for wedding planning. It can sound like this. Please email me with the details and quotes in order for us to have a more detailed phone conversation. I am available on Tuesday or Thursday at 6 p.m. You won't reach me any other days, although you can always still send me an email and wait for my response on the days I've mentioned. Thank you. Sounds No, you sound like a professional and you mean business. If anything, vendors will appreciate how you value your time because it will eventually reflect on the value of conversations you'll have. Not just small talk of how are you, but real business done. Now, if you end up being friends with the vendor, great. But know that this is better after the business side is done and out of the way. Once you book the vendor, you can then slowly adjust the communication frequency since at this time, most things have already been done. Create a wedding email so you can ensure things are separate. For appointments, invite your personal email so you can get notified. Check this wedding inbox only on your assigned days and don't cross your own boundaries. Assigning wedding days and time chunking it on those days is really a good way to go about things. But I understand that not everybody is the same. I have had some brides where they're just like, no, I have to do this every day because if I don't get a task done, I won't be able to sleep, affecting the rest of the days. So just know it's a dance. You can start a little bit of a foot forward and then maybe you put your foot back, like it's a dance. So you're going to have to really be aware most of the time of the actions that you're taking. So you can step back and be just like, well, yeah, I overbooked myself that day. Yeah, that's a little too much for me. Let's dial it down. Maybe on Tuesdays and Thursdays. Maybe I can add Sunday. If I'm overwhelmed on Tuesdays and Thursdays, maybe I can add Sunday. So instead of a 4-hour window on Tuesdays and Thursdays, maybe I can do 3, and another 3 on Sunday. Or maybe 2 and 2 on Thursday. Maybe I have more time on Sunday and make 4 hours on Sunday. So just be aware of your own schedule. I'm not here to say, yeah, only 2 hours max or only 4 hours, you have to finish everything. I don't know your schedule. I don't know how you do things. I don't know the system that you got working for you. I don't know the circumstance that you're on. So just look at what you have on your calendar, see what is comfortable for you, and you can always move things around. Which is funny because I have heard this too, and I don't know if you've done it, but most of the time I'll be just like, I'm only going to do 2 hours. I will do 2 hours. But then after that, I have so much energy. So I'm just like, you know what? I'm going to gift myself another 2 hours so I can make this energy work for me. And I end up doing 4, which then saved me the Thursday because everything that I had to do on Thursday, I already done on a Tuesday. So again, it's a dance. Scheduling, time chunking doesn't mean it's concrete. Doesn't mean this is the only way to go. It just means that you have a guide. Okay, this is my guide. But if the energy is there, if your creative juice is there, I always say this, gift it back to yourself. Your body, your mind is giving it to you. This is your momentum. Take the ride. Kindly, gently, gracefully. Because over that course of 4 hours, around the 3.5 hour mark, you'll see it die down. You'll see that, okay, your body is telling you that was enough. Time for a break. And you'll get up and be okay with it. Because you're like, that was amazing. Now I have the Thursday off. Now you can do something else on Thursday. So be fair to yourself. Just know that this is a dance. Nothing is final. Nothing is concrete. Look at your calendar closely on the days that you need to look at it closely. But there are days that you have to step back and look at the whole picture for a month, 2 months, and 3 months. Be honest and look at exactly what is urgent and what's priority. And that's a wrap for today's episode of the Little Book of Mindful Wedding Planning series. Your comments, questions, and support mean the world to us. And I can't wait to hear from you in the comments section below. If you haven't already, make sure to subscribe to our channel and hit that notification bell so you can never miss an episode. If you found today's episode valuable, please give it a thumbs up so it can reach more people. Thank you so much, lovelies. See you on the next episode. Bye!